Hey there, this is Bernade. I'm in here. Are you here? Okay, let me go ahead and let's see. Can I end the countdown? Well, it's going on down. I think it's going to shut off when it is finished. I need to invite myself. Should I invite you? I hope you're doing well today. Okay, so I am in the studio. I am ready to paint this cute little squirrel. I need to share my screen. Let me do that first. Hoping you are well. Let's see. Save. You know what? I guess it's starting over, y'all. I guess I need to stop it. Is it stopping? There we go. Okay. Did it do it twice or once? Because I know I popped up in here. We're gonna paint this cute little squirrel. Should I drop this in the download folder? I should. Let me put up the actual colored version and you can alter it as you like. That's the wonderful thing about these things. Let me present, share my screen. And we're just going to be in here. Let's see, which one do I have? Do I have the correct one? Hold on, let me make sure I've got the right one. Let me drop this down. I hope you're well. It's wintertime over here. Let me make sure I have the correct one. Of course, I won't know until I put it up here. All right, there we go. Share. Awesome. Let me come back and see what you're seeing. And I think we're ready to rock and roll. I think I need to make my screen a little bit larger. I love this technology stuff, right? It makes things a little bit easier. There we go. I think I can make it just a wee bit bigger. Can I? No, no, that's a little bit better. Now, this is Brene Flanoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter by night. Should I drop this in the shop? I shouldn't even say the shop, the download folder. I think I will. So I wish I had some great music to play for you. I think I need to go ahead and upload that on over to the shop. Let's see if I can do that quickly. Get your art supplies. Today is more like art practice with a cute winter squirrel illustration. Like I said, you can do uh, an exact duplicate or replica or mimic the colored image, or you can add your own little flourishes or keep it very simple if you're starting out and you're not too sure about the shading. Start where you are, okay? In the shop, let me come back to you and stop. Let me stop sharing for just a moment. In the shop, I don't know if you can see this. I've got a couple more downloads in there for you. You go to thepaintedpost.com/download. Okay, that'll get you on my email list. And I promise you, we are not doing the spammy every 3 hour type of, things. We don't do that. Now, the only reason you're going to get multiple emails from me in a day is if you joined up for an event. We have a class coming up on the 14th about portrait math, how to divide up the face for beginners so that you can have a successful portrait. So that's coming up next week. You can go to my website, thepaintedpost.com, and find out information for that underneath the events. But the emails that you will receive from me is just to kind of let you know what's coming up, what happened, what's in the shop. We've got some new things in the shop now, and I'm so excited about it. Now, right now, if you're not on my email list, I sent them out a code. So if you're not on the email list, you don't get first dibs on those codes. So if they go, they go. But right now, the information for codes is in my Facebook group. So if you're not in my Facebook group, you can join there as well. My Facebook group on Facebook, hello, is called Paint Party Lovers Tips for New Painters. So if you're not on the email list, you better get in the group. If you're in the group and on the email list, yay, because I don't know what's going on with the algorithm inside the group. If you're in my group, please do a like, share. Now you can't share it out because it's in the group. do a like or comment in there. All right. Once again, we are painting this little squirrel, this little piece of goodness here. And I'm going to take a moment and drop that in my download folder. Okay. Should it have already been there? Wink, wink. Yes, it should have. But I've got so many cute things. I've been really working behind the scenes this week, guys. So let me go to my history. Let me find my join print and paint folder, and I'm going to upload that right now. File upload, and I'm not sharing my screen for that because I got too many other goodies up in here. Okay, so I am going to do this. Click and open, and I will tell you that it's in there in just a moment. Is it there? File upload is complete. It is. Let me share my screen over there for that. All right, my file upload. Let me stop the share. Let me present again. Let me share my screen. I hope you're getting your materials to paint or color with your colored pencils or your crayons. Okay, join, print, and save. And let me share that. Okay, did I click it? All right, so this is the folder, right? So once you get inside of that folder, uh, I hope you can still see that there are some goodies in there. I finally put winter, spring, summer, fall. Now, yes, they're just some basic things in there, but if you've got good ideas, and I keep asking my group, people, I guess when people hear the group owners ask for these things, they think that, that's just a gimmick or something. It's not. We want to know what you're interested in so that we can provide the things that you like. So for the wintertime, what are some things that you want to see? I'm going to add more things to that. Here's just a general paint paint sheet that you could print off in color. This is another one with some hearts because Valentine's Day is coming up. Happy New Year just happened. And here's another one without the New Year on there. Now, these are for your personal use only. These are not for commercial. Now, I've got some things for commercial over on Etsy. My commercials are ending soon. So if you want to buy a commercial license and you need me to make you a custom download outside of what's on my shop, and I put the shop on here as well, that if you want a customized personalized download, you can go there, guys. And I'm talking over here and my microphone is unplugged. Yep, we do those things over here, but we're working on that. It's so many things. Okay, I'm trying not to be overwhelmed with all of the goodness. All right, so I want to make sure I'm coming to you, letting you know that we're here to paint with you every week. Now I need to make sure I add a week in there for tips and things like that. So that stuff is coming. So I hope by now, after all of this yammering, you have something that you want to create while you're maybe listening to me, or you might just want to watch. So if you want this download, it's in the folder for you now. Okay. I am going to do things smarter. Last year, I didn't have any corresponding downloads while I was working, but this year, hey, that's what we're doing. So let me stop the screen share over there, and we're back, and we're ready to get this water, and we're ready to get down. So let me show you. I am using, I don't know if I have the Dollar Tree label right here. I do. This is Crafter Square, Dollar Tree. Expensive little paints. Of course, you can go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby or Amazon and order some more expensive things, but sometimes it doesn't take a whole lot. I worked with these a couple times last year. They're pretty good. The only thing is there's not a lot up in there. Okay, so they put just a little, they just put a little dab up in there for you to kind of see if you like it, and that's good. Okay, now I also have, it's just too much to keep over here. I also have praying. Now, praying used to say professional. Let me see. They used to say professional colors on there. They don't say that anymore. So I don't know if they've changed their recipe or what, but I still like them. Those are very, very good. So I'm going to make sure I'm letting you know what I'm using. So today, I'm going to keep the praying over here. And as always, I've got the paint pots, the acrylic paint. Let me show you. I've got Apple Barrel and Craft Smart. So Plaid brand, you can get that easily at Walmart. And then Michael's brand, Craft Smart. Okay. They sell Plaid brand over there too. But you've heard enough. Let's get down to painting. What you paint today? I'm going to get my microphone plugged in before I hit the plug over there. Make sure you've got your water if you're doing your watercolor, couple of brushes. If you're only going to do colored pencils, that's fine too. Or you got crayons, or it's like, you know what, Renee, I'm just going to shade in with this little half broken pencil. Do that. All right. Let me plug in. And you know what? I didn't share with it. Listen, you want me to share the link with you? You want to join and work with me today online? Just let me know. Okay. I am right here. I can hear my email through. I am right here. I can hear my emails coming through if you'd like to join me. But if you pop a message right into this chat comment stream right here, oh, ma'am, oh, sir, I will share the link with you. Okay. So I just sent it to myself. Okay. What did you say you need? What? You know what? Because, hello, beautiful people, because this is StreamYard, for whatever reason, it doesn't show us the names. So when you comment, let me know who you are, because I know some live streamers have a couple of screens up. My couple of screens, this one is the paint cam. Let me know who you are. Oh, bless you. Thank you. All right. Let me accept the invite. Okay. And I like to show you that every week. Join me on StreamYard, because one day soon, somebody's going to take me up on this offer. Oh, ma'am, we need to talk. I've been intending to do the Procreate. Ma'am, you might just have to go ahead and break off a quick little mini lesson for your girl. Let me know what you charge, because, hand holding. But we can do an exchange. I got some good tea out here. I've been working this past week like crazy. All right. So I've got my invitation. I am in there. Okay. Trying to show you. Y'all, I'm trying to show you without the glare. Here is your link. All right. Here is your link. This is me. I'm about to pop in over here. Okay. Let me get my paint cam ready. All right. So this is what it will look like after you click on that link. They want you to check your camera and your mic. Make sure your makeup is okay, good. And then you'll enter here. I'm not going to hit enter until I have my camera in place. All right. So I know some of you guys are like, why do you gotta tell us every week? I say it every week because some of you guys are so incredibly talented and you're afraid to push that go live button. Hey, I'm out here. You see me making my mistakes. It's just part of the game with an unedited filming piece like this. So I'm not afraid to make these mistakes. All right. So you can do it too. Share your gifting with the world. All right. Let's see. Let me make sure we got this in the right spot. Let me lock it in. And let's get on down. Now, I'm a teacher at heart, right? So I have to teach and show and explain. It's just what I do, y'all. One day I'm just going to you're going to be surprised that I'm just going to log on and paint. Hello, everyone. This is what we're painting today. I hope you have your materials and everything. Let's get started. One day. Paint cam. Here I am. Okay. I think I need one more light. Whew, honey. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Let me do a switcheroo with the camera so that That one is zoomed in a little bit better. And then we're going to pour our water. Our brushes are here. And so many others offline, okay? Brushaholic. What does Tabitha say? That's my business. I love me some her. All right, we are switching. Nope. Nope. You know what? I forgot. Let me put the shared screen camera in here because that's one other share. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, this here's some foolishness up in here. Okay. Woo. We are here. So I won't be on screen other than with my paint cam, and it looks so great. Let's see if we can adjust the light a little bit better. Let's see. All right. And I was torn between the squirrel and the snowman. We got snow today and some significant snow. All right. So just making some other adjustments. Let's make sure this light over here is aimed right at it. All right. Okay, I think that's a little bit brighter, a little bit better. Okay. So, of course, we don't have a rigid surface. Let's grab this. All right. And at least now I'm not bumping the camera. Okay, because so many times just trying to figure out how to place everything. Ooh, it's a lot, y'all. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get my little water right here. Let me slide this over a little bit more. Right to the edge right there. All right. So, because this is watercolor, let me try out some of my new stuff. I'll try out this one. Okay. I'm going to say this is probably about a 1/2 inch. These hairs are nice and soft. The ones that I would include, the inexpensive ones that would come in the paint kit, it will do the job, but these are, I think, meant for the acrylic paint, a little bit thicker. But since we're working with watercolor today, maybe I'll try a little bit of that. Okay. So let's see. Just going to put that there. All right. I'm going to work on the background. You don't have to in the actual, let me click out of this. In the actual illustration, there is no background, so you can leave it plain. But because it just snowed, and I mean a significant snow, I think I'm going to add a little bit of a blue background. Okay, so let me make sure that I can see the reference and see what you're doing as well. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to wet my brushes. Okay, this is another 1/2 inch brush. That's inexpensive, and eventually I'm going to have the links for all of this. Y'all, I'm growing up, okay? Growing up. We're going to get it all flowing smoothly. I just want to try these brushes, okay? These are cute. But I feel the gelatin in there. It's kind of slimy. So I'm trying to rinse that out. They put that on there to hold the brush hairs in place. So it's kind of like a little bit of glue, a little fabric stiffener, a little starch, so to speak. All right. So I, as you know, like to wet my surface. And I'm going to try to move quickly. And I'm not used to this particular brush, but hey, we try things. Now, because I wanted to do wet on wet, I probably should have gone around the form of the squirrel with care. And I'm going to show you, I might pop on live. I'm supposed to go into school today just to get ready for the kids. They don't give us a day to come back and get ready, y'all. If you have any connections, please tell these people after a break, give us one day. 2 really would be ideal. That way admin can get their hands on us. And then we can work in our room. You know what? I am wondering, why is this changing colors? Because this is a color printer. I should have just printed it in black. All right, I see it. All right, I'm going to add a lot more water to this. And I'm just going to carefully go along the edge. If you cross the edge a little bit, that's okay. But you want to try to go around. You know what? It's the kind of paper that I'm using. Okay. I know not to do that. I think I have a higher quality paper and it keeps that ink right on the surface. Now my cheapo paper, now I like to paint on that. All right, so we're going. I got too much going on. Y'all, I forgot. Y'all know Bob is here. Bob is always right over here. I forgot to say that. Okay. And this is my email. This is my email box. Okay. I need you in there. We're going to have this conversation. You tell me what you're interested in. And if you watch me for any length of time, I love to share. So get in that email box. When you get your download, hit reply. That just tells the email, I'm going to say the email kings and queens and bosses that you want to hear from me. That just really helps the deliverability of everything. Now, I like to spend a little time at the beginning setting up this background. It pays off later. You don't have to do all of this, but we're team do too much over here. And I'm just looking to see where I want it to be a little bit darker. So, because this is the subject in the main focal point around the face, okay? Because we have animated it, given it some human characteristics. Now I went right on over there. Just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this little Q-tip and I'm going to go right in there and kind of wipe that out a little bit. Q-tips. Okay. Now I know you didn't pay for that, but that's another quick, easy tip. All right. So now I feel better about this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of extra water, and that's going to kind of puddle up a little bit. Give it that real watercolor feeling. Acrylic paint has a smoother, maybe more consistent feeling. And the watercolor is kind of unpredictable. You got to live dangerously. I am going to, I have to keep going back to get that paint. I'm trying to figure out if that's a good thing. I'm glad all of it is not coming off when I go in there. I have to work at it a little bit to get it out. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to take a little bit more of this water, and I'm just going to bring all this on up here. Okay. Just to smooth that out. So now on this paper, it's going to get a little bit wrinkly. That's just part of what that is. That doesn't worry me at all. The kids and I are at school. We're used to that. But like I said, this is a better quality printing paper. But I see for art purposes, maybe if I were working with colored pencil. But for the water medium, not so much. I kind of neglected this area back here, so I'm going to just go over here. Yeah, I like to set up that world that it's in. All right, so it's not dark along the edges, kind of like an old school. Oh, and I can't call the name. I just see Peter Rabbit. Oh, I can't call the name of the author. Beatrice Potter, maybe? I think that's it. So now this is kind of wet up underneath here. I'm just going to go ahead and dry this off a little bit. All right. All right, that's wet over there too. I'm not going to really worry about that. Now we're going to keep going. Let's see. There's black here, but there's no brown. So you have to mix it. It's not the end of the world. Some sets have it, some don't. So what we're going to do, we're going to go right on over here and get this yellow. Let me put a little bit more. I'll get this yellow. Just paint this all up over here. Probably should have put some boots on the squirrel. And because of the type of illustration this is, it's got a lot of shading in it already. Now the scarf has a lot of intricacies there. You can either go on in there and do all of those small details, or you can do what I'm going to do, keep it really general and move on. Now I might get my acrylic paints out to let me see, I'm just trying to see. So it's just simple, a little simple illustration. So the sky is blue. The squirrel, I'm going to add a little bit of orange in here. Let me dip and really kind of dig a little bit. And then I'm going to go back with a little brown. Now, because we're painting on paper, you do have to be careful. Need a soft, gentle touch. All right, so we're going on over here with our orange around. I like when we get rid of the white paper. Okay, so now with a soft, gentle touch, we're going to go in here and get some of this black. Now, this black is very strong. So my squirrel is going to be a little bit darker. Now, I have some good old regular brown right here. If you want to add that in there, you definitely can. I'm just, we just do things in the moment. Now I'm going straight for the red now because in that illustration, it's a nice reddish brown. All right. So here I am. I'm going right back over this stuff. Let's see if I can get a little bit more up out of here. So I'm hoping that's kind of coming through that. Oh, okay. You can kind of mimic the colors a little bit with inexpensive paints. All right, let's go right on over here. Okay, so that's coming together very, very quickly. Even with a coloring book page type of illustration, I still believe in teaching the basic elements of art, right? So you need a little bit of this red and a little bit of that black to make a more neutralized color. Can I add a little bit more? I sure could, but my paper is saturated now. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to go right on over here. What do I want? Do I want the pom-pom? I'm going right on over here, make the hat good and red, because that's going to pop on that blue. Okay, and then if you think about the primary colors, red, then the yellow would be part of the fur and all of that, and then the blue, of course, in that sky. So let's see, what do I want to do? Am I going to have, I think I am going to go in here and add a little bit of this red in here as well. Now, since my red is already kind of wet in that little painting well, honey, I hear the cars sloshing around. Oh, but I am still going to go in to the job. Got to. I like my room to be ready, but you know, there's not enough time sometimes in the day. So I've got my little red scarf. Okay. And I'm tempted to leave that traditional bright white. Where's my other light? Let me grab my other light. So that as I lift this up, it's still kind of where you can see it. Honey, I'm about to knock some things over. Hold on just a second. I just feel it down in my shanana. If I don't shift that, we're going to have us a mess. All right, that's better. Now I can kind of share in peace. So now without the light, can you still see? I've got my top light on, but this helps. Can we add richer color? We sure could, but I'm not going to. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with that. Just right there, I may add maybe just a little bit of gray down here because we're not going to add green because we know it's a wintry day. I'm just going to take some of this back here. Just work this in this way. We want the white to be the main thing. So we're going to gray out a little bit of this surface down here. Because it's a bright white down here, but we're just knocking it down just a little bit in value so that the other value here will take the lead. Let me see. Looks like I might need just a little bit more of that black. Ooh, that might be a little bit too much. Let me go in here amongst these little toes here. All right. So this is still understood to be a wintertime scene. But now that's kind of quiet. Okay. So that's some of the reasoning behind this. And watercolor is kind of like a natural, kind of lighter. Well, you can make the colors a little bit more intense, but because you're watering down the colors, giving different washes, the colors may be a little bit more muted. That's what I'm trying to say, as opposed to the richness of the colors that are actually on our image right here. So on our image, these are some nice, rich red oranges going into the browns. Okay, so this is a nice red, orange, chestnut. Well, I'm still trying not to look. Okay, trying not to knock these things over. So that you could stop right there. You've added some character to the sky beyond there, and there's already lots of character here. I like that this is still a nice bright white. What I think I want to add in here just for some pop is either a little bit of purple and a little bit of green. Why? I need to pull the color wheel out. It just, you get a chance. And you know what? Note to self, y'all. Let me get my ink pen. Let me write this down. Note to self. Add a color wheel. I'm literally stopping right here. Add a color wheel. Okay, I need to add a color wheel to the show, because when I tell you, just putting this away, having that color wheel there to choose from, it just visually helps. It's a visual assistant to say, it's like you're tasting your soup. What does it need? It needs a little bit more of this, not enough salt, maybe add a little pepper. That's what the color wheel does. So I know from mixing up some soup before, I need a little bit of this green. Why? Now it might be the wrong flavor profile. So sometimes, you do what your granny does. She gets a little bit and takes it off to the side and tastes it there. So I think what I want to do, I want to add just a little bit of this here in the shadow. Why? Just because I can. Okay. Just because I can. I'm going to go in here just a little bit. And I probably should have left some of these white, but I didn't. Okay, we're going to go up in here. So the paint is on the surface, y'all. I don't know if I like this paper, but it's what I had. All right. Now I want a little bit. Now, because we do have a little bit of violet already ready, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of that. The violet in the shadows just seems to make everything pop. And because this is orange, and I'm adding a little bit of green. Okay, let's see if you can't see that from that far away. It just kind of warms up that hat. And yeah, I think I'm okay. Now, that was a quick, fast, easy painting. I think I'm going to throw a little bit more green in here. Now, I don't know if you were here the last week. Why not? We're just going to go ahead. Why not, y'all? We're just going to put a few little stripes up in there just to, because it's not Christmas. It's just winter. But I like the colors. Okay. Now, I don't know what you were able to do, what you were able to get accomplished. Let's see. Am I stopping the share? But it's safe to hold up. It's safe to hold up. Let's see if I'm going to get into the right ones. Okay. Let me see if I can remove that. Did it happen? Add to stage. Okay, there we go. Let me remove the paint cam. That's what I'm trying to do. I am pressing buttons. Okay, well, thank you. Here we go. Let me move. Years later, you would think that I would have this together, but it's always a learning. And I'm twisting it, turning it the wrong way. Anyway, so much fun. There we go. I'm trying to get the tail in there. There we are. Ooh, child. Yes. Well, honey, let me tell you this. If you can come and direct me, come on up in here. So much fun, guys. I'm going to, get on up out of here. I think we did have, I don't know, was it a 5-minute or 10-minute countdown today? But short, quick, fast. Sometimes it doesn't take a lot, but it's enjoyable. Create. It's enjoyable. Now I'm going to invite you. I've got a couple things happening this month. Next week, I'm doing the whole portrait math, introduction to the portrait again. For beginners, if you don't know how to draw a face and you're scared about, how to get it going, or it might need a little refresher, come on and join me. Let's see, go to thepaintedpost.com And then you'll see the events. Don't ask me how much it costs. I don't know. I think I have it as a $27 class. But if you use the coupon code, or if you're an early person, I don't know, email me, let me know that you're interested. I'm going to drop some information in the comments around the chat here. So that is it for right now. Next week, we will be painting something else cute, probably right out of our box, or something that we're going to add into our little download box, and then have the portrait class. And then I want you to paint with me. Let's see. I want to say the 21st. Tomorrow, I'm opening up my Canvas Club. Wink, wink. Okay, there's an online version. And then you need me to ship you a canvas. There's a version for that too. So the door's open for that tomorrow. That's a quiet, soft opening. You let me know what you're interested in. Honey, if I turn this camera around, there's so much stuff up in here. So for a bonus, I think I'm going to let my early founding members come on in here and kind of shop around here. Maybe for like, I don't know, just to cover the shipping. Maybe $10. I can get you maybe a 14 by 14 inch box and kind of load it with some of this wooden cuteness. I don't know. I will be emailing. Okay. This is Brene Flournoy. I don't even know if I introduced myself earlier. Brene Flournoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter and paint party instructor by night and weekends. I make art kits, right? I love to paint with people. When I get into the studio, all the trouble, all the cares just washes away. So I want to make sure before I go stand in front of my easel, because eventually I want portrait commissions, right? But that's a one-on-one kind of isolated kind of life. I love it. But before I do that, I want to build up this paint party business here so that the masses can paint and color and create just the art process. So let me hold up my little squirrel. There we go. And so I'm going to sign on off of here. I'm inviting you over here. Let me find my outro screen. Hello, y'all. So glad you were here. Bye for now. Have an amazing rest of your day. See you online.